Use this easily flippable play for one-play touchdowns and harass your opponent all over the field. Coming up next. Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually shows you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, I'm going to be going ahead and breaking down the much wanted Panthers playbook. There's a lot of great plays in this. I'm looking to break down roughly about 7 different formations, 2 under center, 1 in the pistol, and then I'm going to be breaking down 4 formations in the gun. For you guys who actually want to get these breakdowns in advance, just go to my Patreon account. Just to become a Patreon, you can have access to all these formations well in advance. Alright, so guys, if you are new to my channel, make sure you go and hit the subscribe button and notification icon, because over the next few weeks I'll be rolling out all my play breakdowns and reads and progressions. Now, I did have some subscribers that actually requested that I actually go ahead and show these plays against cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. So I'm going to change up my format a little bit before. I used to go with an open field format, but now I'm going to go ahead and change it up so you can see how I make reads and progressions based on the type of coverage. Now the first play we're going to take a look at in the single back ace is going to be one of our base plays. We're going to have 3 different base plays we're going to call, but this play is a play action misdirection. You can actually find this play in multiple playbooks. I started playing around with this particular play in the Green Bay playbook, but I decided to break down the single back ace out of the Panthers just because of how effective this play is. Now, with this particular play, we're going to go ahead and run this against cover 1 or man blitzes, and that's going to be basically how we're going to go ahead and run these blitzes. So let's go ahead and jump into that right now. Alright, so we're going to run this against man blitzes, and one of the reasons why I want to go ahead and set this play up, I'm going to go ahead and take my outside tight end number 2. I'm going to put him on a whip route, and that's going to give me a fairly easy and fast progression against man blitzes and man coverages, because it's going to allow me to do this. Now, the way this play works is we're going to make our progressions from right to left. Alright, so our first progression is going to be funches on the out and up. We're going to see what happens with the defensive back, and we can pop our opponent for a big play that way. Our next progression is going to be underneath with man hurts, which is the tight end number 2, and then Dixon is going to be our top read. This in and up is basically clear out route. I don't look to that throw that ball at all. So basically 3 progressions, and what's good about this particular play is that you can flip this play the other way. What's really good about it is, like, I can go ahead and basically flip it and have this play go either way. So that's what's really cool about it. So we're going to go ahead and take Benjamin, and we're going to put him on the route. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this. And this is the key to this particular play, is that out and up. Very high on out and ups this year, especially against man coverage, because it really destroys it. So that's going to be our first progression, and we're going to essentially make a read from that. So let's see if we can get this off. Once again, man coverage is just going to get blown up by the out and up, and really it's a very easy progression against man coverage. All we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and take a look at this read right here, and we're going to watch the defensive back. If he bites on the out, 90% of the time your guy is going to go ahead and beat that defender up top. So that's why you actually want to go ahead and throw this into your scheme, especially if you've got an opponent that uses a lot of man blitzes. Now our next progression is going to be the whip route, and whip routes are very effective against man. They basically will get separation, even though this guy is not a very good runner. And then our next progression is going to be this guy over here, which essentially is going to be a clear out route, a deep, like, dragging type corner route, and that you can get a really good yardage with that. So that's basically how we're going to go ahead and attack man coverage with this particular play. Once again, you've got the little whip route. You can drop down too if the pressure's coming in quick. But that's what's critical about this play being very important, is that you have to have some kind of a fast underneath route, or you're going to get yourself in some trouble unless you have something to check down to. So let's go ahead and take a look at this at cover 2 and how we make our progressions against cover 2. All right, so against cover 2, basically what you're going to be looking for is you're going to watch the safeties. Now you can see the safeties start dropping back, so we're just going to do high-low with the whip route and that big crossing route by the tight end. So let's just go ahead, flip the play the other way, and there, I did not get that off, but you can see how this crossing route right here is actually going to get some fairly good separation against the CPU. So let's go ahead and flip it. That's what I really do like about this play, is that you know, you can flip it, your opponent's not going to be able to pick up any kind of tendencies. You go right here, you just drop it down to the tight end. You pick up the. You can flip the play both ways because you can flip it both sides. And you just do a high-low read. And this is where you actually can wait for that big play. So let's just take a look at just our reads. You got a cover 2 shell with this particular play. I don't have any kind of a deep post route, but as you can see, this guy falls back into cover 2. I've got basically this guy right here got his back to the wall. So I know that I'm going to be doing the high-low read underneath. I got the whip. The defender actually bites down on the whip route. So if I'm patient enough and I do a nice little throw right here, I can actually go ahead and hit the corner route, and that should be cleared out because the safety has to be preoccupied by this guy. So, you know, with the in and up, you could potentially go ahead and hit the seam, but that really is not the read that I like to do against cover 2. So it's just something you can consider if your opponent's running a lot of cover 2, that you might be able to hit that seam. Now against cover 4, if your opponent's using a lot of cover 4, once again, that deep post route or that deep route is not going to go ahead and get the separation. You're going to have a defender that's actually going to fall back on it. So you're going to still, once again, make your reads with the whip route, and then you've got the big crosser on the backside. So the crossing level concept is going to basically blow up basically any other type of coverage out there. And then you've got the out and up that's going to blow away any kind of man coverage. And if your opponent doesn't put some type of a coverage out there, he's just not going to go ahead and stop. You know, he just can't stop it. So, guys, I hope you really appreciate this. This is going to be one of the base plays I'm going to call out of the single back ace in the Panthers playbook. I'm going to break down probably about 3 other parts of this particular formation and to build it into a full scheme. So, guys, if you are new to my channel, hit the like button. Just let me know that you like these type of tips. And also, if you want to, you can go to my Patreon account. You can get all this. I'm going to be breaking out probably about 10 different plays under center. I'm going to do a pistol formation, and also I'm going to do roughly 4 different formations out of the gun, out of the Panthers playbook. So to my subscribers, thank you once again for your support, and until next time.